Good morning, everyone. It's time for Friday Fab Five. I hope you guys have had an awesome week. We have just wrapped up school. The kids had their last day of school this past Tuesday, and my son is graduating high school tonight. I cannot even believe it. It's crazy. It feels like time has just flown by. I mean, I don't think he's even realized it because I asked him, I was like, does it feel like you're about to be, a high school graduate and you won't have to go back to school anymore? He's like, no. Like it hasn't settled in yet. So tonight is graduation, and I don't know. I'll probably be crying. But anyway, hope y'all have had a fantastic week. It is going into a holiday weekend. Memorial Day is coming up this Monday, and I am celebrating Painters Clubhouse Cruise coming up soon. We got our cruise shirts in the mail. So if you ordered a cruise shirt, it should be on the way soon, and I'm wearing mine. And I cannot wait. I've been wrapping up all the plans for the cruise over the last week. Michael and I have been pulling out things from the shop that we've got to take with us, and figuring out the logistics of freighting things to a cruise ship is different than figuring out how to freight things to like SA Live. The cruise is much more strict. They need to know everything we're bringing on the ship. If we're bringing 4 pairs of scissors, they want to know. They want to know exactly how many bottles of paint we're bringing, how many scissors, how many. And so everything we're taking that has to be freighted onto the ship has to be inventoried because, when you're not packing it on by hand, it's going on through their crew, and they want to make sure they know what's coming on because it's not going through scanners and stuff like that. So good morning, Christy. Hello. Linda said her shirt came yesterday. It's absolutely beautiful. Thank you. So glad you like it. For those who can't see it, this is what it looks like. I even have a sticker on my tumbler to match. How great is that? Craft, cruise, and connect. I'm so excited about it. It's going to be a blast. Christy said, can't wait to see you on the cruise. I know. It's going to be so fun. Good morning, Candy. Hello, Joanne and Danelle. All you who said happy first thing. Good morning, Brenda and Una. Hello, Elizabeth and Angel and Connie. I think Uncle Corey's about to come in here and crash my live. I just saw his truck pull up the driveway. Good morning, Jacqueline. What does anybody have big plans for Memorial Day? We are planning on doing like a cookout here on Monday for around, I don't know if it's going to be lunchtime or what time it's going to be, but we're going to celebrate Travis's graduation and Memorial Day all in one. Told you he was about to pop in here and crash the live. Did you see that I was going live and you just headed straight over instead of going to work?
I'd already had this plan before you did. You feel old that you got a kid graduating high school today?
I do, yeah.
Like 50?
I don't feel 50. No, but yeah, I do feel old.
45?
No, I don't know. I feel right at 40. I feel right on time, but I also don't feel like my kids should be that grown. Like, I don't know. It's weird.
He's going to have an uncle day with us.
You're going to take him to breakfast?
Yeah.
For graduation?
We're going to go hang out.
That'll be fun.
Yeah.
Well, so, y'all have fun.
Have fun.
All right.
Are the other kids mad?
No, I didn't tell them.
Oh, good. All right.
See you later.
Later.
Danya said her shirt came yesterday. Wonderful. Delane says I'm a spring chicken. I will try to stay a spring chicken as long as I can. You're so glad you checked again. Oh, well, I'm here. Margarita's celebrating her birthday. Happy birthday, Margarita. Y'all, I noticed a new button on StreamYard. Let's test it out real quick. It says it's going to make comments appear on the screen. So y'all drop a comment and oh, that's weird. Look how small it is. Like, what's the point? Can y'all read that? Like, I'm having to lean way in to even see that. I'm not sure if there's any point in having that. I guess it does help people like on YouTube see Facebook comments, but can you actually read that? Oh, that's cool, Tina. You left like some emojis or something. Family pool party barbecue. That's kind of what we're doing, Danya. We're doing burgers and hot dogs out by the pool. Candy says my earrings are cute. I think these were Temu, and I thought they went well with the cruise party looking shirt. Do you know anything about cutting with a rotozip? I don't, Christy, but I think there's a video in the Painters Clubhouse under guides where one of our members uploaded a video showing using a rotozip. I think it's linked in like the guides under like tips and tricks or things like that. And Janet says, no, it's teeny tiny. Like, what's the point? It says it's a beta function, and I guess I need to report to them that it's too small to even serve a purpose. I just know I love new buttons, and I was like, "Ooh, what's this new feature?" I'm still waiting for them to add like a round of applause button where I can click a button and it'll make a sound effect. I'm gonna email them today about that. I'll let them know that their cute little comments on the screen are not big enough, and they need to add like a drum roll and a round of applause. Okay. Good morning, Michelle. Good morning, Phyllis, and everybody else. Thank y'all for checking the links. Is it working? I actually remembered to activate the link this morning. Elizabeth is warning you. She said, rotozips can run away from you if you aren't careful. Yeah, that sounds like something that I would end up doing. So I don't have one. All right, let's get into Friday Fab Five. First up, we have some new template designs in the shop today. And if you got our email at 9 a.m., you got a sneak peek of what's coming out next Friday because, whoops, we sent out the wrong designs in the email. So those designs will be available next Friday. This is what is dropped in the shop this week. And we tried to keep it somewhat neutral with the color palette. It's open to interpretation. So even though these are like grayish, just imagine what they could look like with turquoise or purple or red or whatever color you want to do to match your door. But they've got some really great lettering on them. And they also have a spot, those first two, to add like greenery or a bow at the top. That's why the lettering on that second one that says Home Sweet Home is scooted down just a little bit, is it allows space for a bow or greenery. And then you could add that to the welcome y'all as well. There's also all is welcome here. Welcome to our home. And then hello with a really cute girly pink bow. Those bows are on everything. They're so trendy right now. So drop a comment. Let me know. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Which one of these is your favorite? Good morning, Ange. Brenda says it's going to rain all weekend and into Monday. No pool party or cookout for us. Oh, boo. Boo on the rain. I feel like we've had the farmers are probably thrilled about it because I'm sure it's making their corn grow like crazy around here. But I feel like every few days we've been getting more rain. And I'm like, I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, but it's kind of annoying because I feel like it's putting a damper on some of my plans. Jackie's favorite's number 3. Margarita loves number 5 with the bow. Candy loves the bow. So does Stephanie. I know it's super cute. The pink bow is really pretty. It could be in teal too. You could do like a teal or a purple bow. I also feel like if you took the word hello off this one, it could be like a really pretty nursery door hanger. You know what I mean? For like a girly baby. A girly baby. That's a weird way to say that. A baby girl. Pat says number 3 and 4. So she likes all is welcome here and welcome to our home with the classic lettering. Brenda says, I'm not on the bow trend. Barbara. Sorry, not Brenda. Barbara. I'm not really either. Like, I like a bow, I guess. I don't like making bows. I like to look at bows, but I guess I'm not on the trend of like bows being printed on things. If it's not actually made of ribbon, there's a disconnect in my brain. I don't get it, but whatever. I guess it adds I do like that it adds a bit of a girly element to things. And I like things that are frilly and girly from time to time. Carrie said, I think the middle one that's showing blue, I should say all is welcome here. Yeah. Debbie likes number 5. Patrick likes number 3 and 4. Tammy says nursery is what I was thinking. Yeah, me too. Elizabeth said there's a song called Rain is a Good Thing. Yeah, I think that's a Luke Bryan song. It's like one of the only Luke Bryan songs I like. I don't know, hate me if you will, but I just cannot stand his voice. It sounds like he's singing with his nose plugged. And every time a song of his comes on the radio, I end up like singing along while plugging my nose just to annoy my husband. And he annoys me by playing Luke Bryan. So whatever. I'm more of like a Chris Stapleton kind of fan. I like classic country voice. The lines give you beehive vibes. Oh, I could see that. Candy hasn't been on the bow trend either, but you do like the store hanger. Well, thank you. Connie said, Farmer Hubby needs a break from the rain so they can spray, fertilize, and cultivate. I wondered if it was helpful or harmful to these farmers because Some of them are having to rush to get out in the field before the rain to get stuff done, but then they need the rain. So it's, you can't control the weather. So it is what it is. But anyway, all of these new designs are 15% off from now till Sunday night. So if you're a Clubhouse member, stack your 20% off discount code to save even more. And this applies to templates or wood blanks. So grab them while you can. Okay, let's move right along to the other things that I've found for y'all today. How many of you have ever painted a brown paper banner? This is something new that I've been doing over the last year or so. And I've mainly only painted them for like events. Like I did one for SA Live the last 2 years. And the ones that I did for SA Live were more like a coloring book page. I did black outlines and then allowed our attendees to fill in the design, to like paint it in. And that was really fun. I've also done a few of these as bulletin boards in the foyer, like entryway of our church building. And this was one that I did last winter. And it says, like snowflakes, we are all unique and special to God. And it's just a little snowman with a paintbrush, and there's little snowflakes on it. I actually have a whole blog post about how I created this banner. And you can find that at southernadornamentsdecor.com/blog. Just type in the search bar banner or something like that. I actually forgot about this project, and I Googled craft paper banners to find a picture of a banner to share. And lo and behold, my blog post came up, and I was like, oh, I forgot I did this. So I pulled the photo from my blog post. But this is a huge roll. I think it's like 100 feet long at Lowe's for like $12 and something. And I actually scored one of these rolls slightly damaged. You know how it looks like it fell off the top of the pallet rack, and it's got like the end of it was kind of crinkled, like it jammed itself against the floor, and they gave it to me for just $5. So I felt like I got the steal of the day. And all I had to do was get my iron out and iron the crinkles. So if you do have some brown paper that's all crinkled up, use an iron. It'll iron it right out. And I just taped it to the wall. I used my projector, and I designed this design on my iPad and then projected it up onto the wall, and then I just traced it and painted it. So super fun. Tammy says, no, but I want to. Sue says, I haven't, but I paint on brown boxes to mail. This is really trending right now. Like a lot of the younger girls that are like 20s and 30s, maybe even my age too. I don't know. But I know it's like the college age and like right after college, the stay-at-home mama's age. This is something that is super trendy among them right now as a craft that they are making and selling. And they're selling these banners for like $25 to $35 for people's birthday parties and things. They're selling them on Etsy. Like if you need a custom banner for your birthday party, you can order from them. So this is an option, you guys. If you're painting door hangers, this is something else you can offer your customers that's not a door hanger, is like a birthday banner. There's even some people who are selling templates for these banners, which I was like, y'all are so smart. I feel like the mama of the painting world in some ways, especially when it comes to like templates and online selling and stuff. And I'm like, look at them go. They're creating templates and selling them. I'm so proud of like the younger entrepreneurs and stuff like that. It's just so cool. And so some of them on Etsy are selling the templates for these. And all you have to do is put your custom wording. Like it'll say like, goodness, like pool party or something like that. And you would put custom lettering that says Charlie's pool party, and so you could do that like in Canva or on Procreate and customize the banner yourself. But if you need some banner paper, I have linked that for you guys, and you can comment the word link. It'll send all the links to your Facebook Messenger. If you're watching on YouTube, it won't work, but you can click the links in the video description. Phyllis says that's a good idea. Another thing that is trending is painting on brown craft paper gift bags, painting custom gift bags. And people are selling those too. So you had a hard time finding me? I don't know why. I'm live on all the usual places. Sue says, great idea, a birthday banner. I'm turning 75 in a year, so I want to have a big celebration for making this. Make yourself a banner. I love that idea. Brenda says, I'm wanting to do a banner for my granddaughter's wedding shower, going to Lowe's. Yeah, this is 3 feet tall by 100 feet. So if you wanted a taller banner than 3 feet, you would have to like take 2 pieces of it and tape it together. But the one on my desk there is 3 foot. It might be like 3 by 4 or 3 by 5. I can't remember. Anyway, brown craft paper. And this is a really great buy on it at Lowe's for like $12 and something. It'll last you a long time. Okay. Also, I feel like that brown craft paper, it's hard to say 10 times fast, is thicker than the stuff that you can get like at Walmart and Dollar Tree and places. Okay, second item on the Fab Five list, and this is going to be a hard no for some of you. I was telling my sister-in-law Whitney at Cotton Chaos about it. I was like, I am addicted to mouth tape. And she's like, what? TikTok got me on this. TikTok has become the influencer in my life. You put it on your lips at night when you sleep, and it's got so many benefits. And I was skeptical, but I decided to try it because I had heard that it could help get rid of a double chin. Does my jawline look snatched? It's supposed to like help with your jawline, but it's also supposed to help with other things. So I put a little graphic on here that I found on Google that says boost your daytime energy. I don't know if it's boosted my daytime energy because I always feel like I have a lot of energy anyway. But I do feel like I'm sleeping so much deeper when I'm sleeping. And it's because it prevents you from breathing through your mouth. If your lips are taped together, you're forced to breathe through your nose. And my husband hasn't even tried this yet because he's like, I'm so stuffy nosed, I think I'm going to suffocate, And y'all, I was actually stuffy nosed a few nights ago. So I was like, ooh, should I do the mouth tape? Should I not? I'm going to try it. And y'all, my nose cleared up overnight. Like at night, my nose cleared up and it's kind of like your body's just forced to adapt. And I woke up with a clear, non-stuffy head. It's also supposed to help with your dental hygiene, which I didn't quite understand until I did some research on this. And it's because if you're breathing through your mouth or your mouth is open, then it's drying out your mouth. And your saliva and the good bacteria in your mouth can't do what it's supposed to do if it's dried up. So with keeping your lips together, your mouth stays nice and moist. Hate that word. And hydrated. There you go. And it allows the bacteria to do what it's supposed to do in your mouth. It's supposed to help you sleep more deeply. I slept so deeply last night that I woke up this morning when my alarm went off, and it took like a good 5 seconds for me to realize what day it was. I was like, what is it? Sunday? Do I need to get up and get ready for church? And I looked around, and then I had to think about what I did yesterday. And then all of a sudden I was like, oh, I got to get up. Friday Fab Fives today. Like I slept so deep. It's also supposed to help with snoring. My husband's a bit of a snorer, so I'm still trying to get him on that train. Okay, what are y'all saying about this? Yeah, Candy, you should make your mom a banner. That would be awesome. One of the first banners that I ever made was for my husband when he was coming home. Well, no, going back even further than that, I used to help the cheerleaders make banners for the football team when my brother played high school football. The banners they bust through. I used to help them with that. And what's funny is back then I thought I wasn't good at art. And I was just like, oh, I'll paint the inside of that, but I can't do the lettering, which is funny. And then the cheerleaders ended up helping me make a banner for my husband when he was coming home from deployment. And so that was one of the first banners that I ever made for my husband. Anyway, Mary said, I could use my deviated septum makes it difficult to breathe through my nose. This might help. I don't know. It might make it harder, but you might try it. If you don't want to buy like all of these, just try some medical tape and try it for just a little bit. What I will say is every single night, even though I've been doing this for 2 solid months, I've been doing this for about like 8 weeks now. Even though I've been doing it for like 8 weeks, every time I put it on, it feels wrong. So if it feels strange, if it feels wrong when you first put it on, give yourself 5 to 10 minutes. Eventually you'll relax and you'll realize I can still breathe. I'm okay. Sue says you have to be careful though. If someone is mouth breathing because there's some type of nose breathing problem, you might not get enough oxygen. Yeah. So if you have breathing problems, definitely check with your doctor before doing this. I'm not a doctor. So if you don't have any of those problems, maybe give it a shot. Brenda says, I need that. Okay. Danelle says it's a hard no for me. I knew it would be for some of you. My sister-in-law said this. She said it causes anxiety. Yeah, my sister-in-law is like, there's no way you're taping my mouth up while I sleep at night. But y'all should see me when I sleep. I've got my hair up in like a thing to keep it from getting all messed up on my pillow. I'm like the bougiest sleeper. I'm mainly low maintenance through my life, but when it comes to sleep, I am high maintenance. I have an eye mask, I have mouth tape, and I have earplugs. It's like every hole on my head except for my nose is covered. So I must not have anxiety when it comes to that kind of stuff. However, I don't like to be claustrophobic in small spaces, but I don't mind my head being wrapped up when I sleep. Anyway, if you haven't tried mouth tape before, do a little research on this. See, see if it will help. I'm giggling at Tammy's comment because I actually must talk in my sleep too, Tammy, because I have woken myself up 2 or 3 times already in the last month trying to say something. And I'm like, and for just a second, I'm like, what's wrong with my mouth? Like in my dream, I think somebody's holding my lips shut. And then I wake up and realize, oh, I was trying to talk in my sleep and my mouth is taped shut. It's really weird. And I think I also dreamed one night that I was trying to eat something. I was trying to go and like eat it, and my mouth was taped shut. Marie says definitely not during allergy season. Well, I do Flonase spray, and I don't have nearly the nasal allergies that I used to. And so I mean, I honestly think that sleeping with this has helped keep my nose clear at night. I don't know what it does, but your body learns to adapt. So, there's no way you could sleep with all that. I don't know. I must be a weirdo. Okay, moving along to another weird medical thing that is not new at all, but it is trending on TikTok. And so it's new to me. I have always heard about witch hazel and had some that I had gotten given to me. And I've never really used it because I didn't know what it was for. So I did a little bit of research. I went down the rabbit hole and was like, what is this stuff? Oh, come to find out, it's like derived from a tree or a plant, not a tree, a plant. No, it says small tree. A small tree on the east coast of North Carolina or North America, kind of like in like the Virginia area. I don't think we have these in Kentucky. I've never seen one if we do. And so it's completely natural, but it has a medical use because they say it's like anti-inflammatory. It's an astringent. And so it can really help with skin problems. Marie says, I use witch hazel for so many things. Mary says, that's old school. I know. And I didn't really like get on the witch hazel train until like the last week or so discovering this. And I've started using it at night. I was putting it on some little cotton rounds because I just had a bottle of it and I've been shaking it on the cotton rounds and cleaning my face. My mom always used like rubbing alcohol on her face when I was a kid. I remember her cleaning her face with rubbing alcohol. This is way more pleasant than rubbing alcohol. It doesn't sting and burn like rubbing alcohol. It doesn't stink like rubbing alcohol. I think there are some that have alcohol in them, but the one that I have is alcohol free. And so I've been looking for some little cleansing pads so that I don't have to like shake it on my little cotton rounds. It just eliminates a step. And I found these and I've ordered them on Amazon. They haven't come in yet, but I'm excited about them because they're just little cotton rounds or whatever with the stuff already on it. And you can clean your face. Elizabeth says it works great for cleaning wounds. It also is supposed to help with like body odor, which the next thing on the Friday Fab 5 list was this facial mist, which I am planning on using this as a facial mist for hydrating my face, helping. Oh, I did use it on a sunburn last week. Worked great to help with the sunburn. But I'm planning on using this mist also. If you've got a little bit of body odor, like underarm stinkiness, you can just go spritz and the stinkiness is gone. Isn't that awesome? I mean, there's so many things that it's good for. If you've got itchy scalp, you can spray it on your scalp. Like sometimes I get itchy scalp, like way back here on the back of my head. I'm sure that's like heat, like where I get hot back here because my hair's the thickest back here. I've heard of it being used for episiotomies, like when you have kids and stuff like that, but I didn't know like why or what it was. I was like, what is it? Some kind of witch doctor medicine? Because it's called witch hazel. It's such a weird name that I was always like real skeptical of it. But I'm all about home remedies, herbal remedies, natural things. And so this, I was so excited to learn about this. And the one that I've linked on Amazon, there's 2 options on Amazon for this. Actually, there's more than 2, but there's a 3-ounce bottle and there's a 5-ounce bottle. So here's my thinking. I ordered the 3-ounce bottle because I'm thinking I can throw that in like my travel bag and use it instead of having to take and then I won't have to like take makeup wipes or little cotton rounds or any of that. I can just use this and like spray it and then wipe on my face. So yeah, it's supposed to help with hemorrhoids too. I didn't know though until I found this little graphic about the benefits that it also helps with varicose veins. So I'm really hoping it will help keep my face looking young because I am already starting to get some like little sunspots and things like that ever since the last baby was born. Got melasma when I had Charlie. Okay. Pat says you could soak a stack of your cotton rounds in a jar instead of buying them. Oh, why didn't I think of that, Pat? I have been pulling one single cotton round out and dousing it every single time. Sometimes the easiest solutions are the most obvious. Freeze some to use on bug bites. Ooh, freezing it. That's a really great idea. Like if you got stung by something, I need all the ideas that I can get. So keep them coming. I love all these little uses and ideas and things like that. But like I used a cotton round of it and wiped it on my sunburn that I had right here last week. Next morning, sunburn was completely gone. And it helped like ease the like heat from the sunburn too. So I'm planning on using this for like everything. I'm excited about it. Okay. Last thing on my list that I want to share with you all is we had an amazing whatnot sale what was that? Friday night? I think so. Might have been Friday night, Saturday night. I don't know. Last week, we had an amazing whatnot sale, sold lots of craft wood blanks. And so I would be remiss if I did not tell you about the next whatnot sales that are coming up. Next weekend, May 30th, I'm doing one selling painted door hangers. So if any of you guys have been watching and you love my painted door hangers, but you're not interested in painting yourself, you can purchase some of those. You can actually go to the link on the screen there, that QR code, and download the app. You can already view what I have in there and make pre-bids on items. So I've got one of my Lola door hangers that's reversible for sale. I've got the Americana truck that I painted last spring in there for sale, amongst several other things. And I even have some smaller items that I've painted for sale. And so you can go and peruse those. But I also wanted to mention this today because I went ahead and set a date for the next craft blank blowout. So if you're more interested in buying the wood blanks, the next one is going to be June the 5th at 6 p.m. Central. So that's like 2 weekends from now. My plan is to do 2 sales every month throughout the summer. One will be wood blanks and one will be painted door hangers. So these are the next 2 dates coming up. If you want to go ahead and put them on your calendar and be making plans to join me for those. If you have not joined us on Whatnot yet, it's loads of fun. And some of the stuff does go pretty high. So if you're on a budget and auctions aren't your thing, I will say every sale that I do involving craft wood blanks, not necessarily the painted door hangers, but involving craft wood blanks, I do plan to have some buy it now things that are at set prices that are discounted for those of you who are a little bit more on a budget. And a lot of you took advantage of those last time. Like we had some 3D lettering packs for the Lola project that said welcome in red, white, and moo. Those had been $20 on my website. We marked them down to 10 for this whatnot sale. And so some of you guys snatched up 3 and 5 of those for your Lola projects that you're painting. We also had some 6-inch bundles of attachments for like $50. What else did we have? Oh, our Christmas ornament kits, you know, the resin ornaments, we have some of those from last year marked down to $40. So if you have not been coming on the whatnot sales and you're not interested in auctions, definitely check out the buy it now things because you can save a lot of money in checking those out. Okay. Questions. Thank you for the tip, Elizabeth. Brenda said, I'm all for reversing aging skin, right? Jackie says, I keep aloe gel in the fridge. It feels good on a sunburn. Yeah, or you're like, it's so cold when you're so sunburned. But I bet it does. The frozen ones probably do feel good. Will I have any more of the houses for sale? Yes. So we had 5 in this last whatnot sale that were the houses with the little door hanger attachments. And this was an SA Live project, so it's not available on in our shop. And so there were a few things like that aren't available in the shop that we have in this sale. And so we only had 5 of them, and they went pretty high this last time. So I'm excited to do some more. Wanda says, I'm on a budget. I was bummed when prices went too high for me. Sometimes they will. So that's why we try to have like a variety of things, especially in the buy it now section, so that those of you who are on a budget can still snag some fun things. Marie said the last one was my first one. I was dizzy watching the bids come in. I get dizzy watching them come in too. It's kind of crazy. Oh, Ange, I'm so glad you asked me about that. What was that bug zapper? I don't have a link for it, but I'm going to put that on my Friday Fab 5 list right now for next Friday, because I know some of y'all asked me about it. It looks like a tennis racket. It's a bug zapper. Oh, I forgot. This is not my last Friday Fab 5 item. Oh, wait, maybe it is, because I don't think I made a slide for the other item. So I'll save the other item for next week. Hold please. I can't talk and do 2 things at one time. All right. I'm going to add a link for the bug zapper for next Friday. I'll ask Michael where he got it from, but it looks like a tennis racket, and you push the button and you can swat flies with it and it gets rid of the flies. So, don't forget to go grab these new designs over in the shop this weekend for sale. I shared these earlier, so I won't go through all of them again, but they are 15% off between now and Sunday. Elizabeth says Harbor Freight sells the bug zapper. Good to know. It does keep the kids and husband entertained. Twice now, Charlie or Brett have been out in the shop for 15, 20 minutes entertained, swatting bugs. Do we have more of the Santa windows? We do. I'll be auctioning off more of those at the next sale. I haven't gotten the products for that next sale, the June 5th sale, added yet, but I'll start working on those next week so you guys can get like a heads up of what's going to be in that sale. Will they ever be in the shop? I'm not sure which one you're asking about. Are we asking about the houses? The houses, right now I have no plans to add those to the shop. The Santa window, we may potentially add to the shop closer to Christmas. We have June bugs. You need it bad. Yeah, we still have some stink bugs around here too. Sue said, I love the whatnot sale. Can't wait for the June 5th one. I know it's going to be fun. The earrings, I think, were from Temu. I think I also saw these earrings on Shein. So they look kind of like woven little balls of yarn, or not yarn, but like jute string. Super cute and like textured. So if you need to take a picture, take a picture of it. All right, y'all. I'm going to wrap it up because I've got the Clubhouse powwow at 10:15. So I'm going to go prepare for that. Can't get it back in the hole. And I'll see you guys again next time. Bye, y'all.